just didn't show anybody. I didn't watch it either. I skipped through it to get Yuna's tennis outfit, so... But you could have gotten it anyway. Anyway. Okay, I've tightened the strings and replaced the grip too. Those balls won't know what thwacked them. Yuna, isn't that one of the tennis club's rackets? Yeah, Ada and the others swiped it from the academy for me. Even though they're in hiding, they took the time to send it over. I was thinking that maybe we could put up a net in the training hall and hold some practice matches, you know? Working up a sweat might help us get our heads together before we leave for Crossbell. I see. I'm proud of you for taking the initiative like this. And here I was thinking you should be a nervous wreck. Yuna versus Inner Support. Saboteur, score 15 love. Okay, Reen. You know, you should stop by and check it out if you have a sec, instructor. It really helped me strengthen my resolve, let's say. Okay? I don't really know what that means, but if Yuna finds it helpful. Yuna, if we're going to face off, then shouldn't we go somewhere a little nicer than a training hall? You know, I bet the security at the branch campus is pretty lax right now. Oh. It probably is, isn't it? Alright, let's do that. Prepare for a beatdown. Ha! 40 love. No more. I can't move. Alright, let's keep it up. Game set. Yuna wins. Great work, Yuna. Not bad if I do say so myself. That was a good match. Yuna is up by 2, Jessica is up by 1, and Louise is down by 2. I wanted to get at least one win. Just what I expected, Yuna. You didn't give away a thing. I've tried picturing this in my mind a bunch. You two did make it easy for me, though. I think it's important to do your best, even if you can't win. Do you have any regrets? This wasn't that for us, but Yuna might want to play more. We'll join the others. You two stay here and enjoy yourselves. Both of you? Thanks, guys. Instructor, can you play one last match with me? Me? I've read the rules, but I'm a total beginner. Oh, I'm sure you'll pick it up. With your physical abilities and that intuition, I think we're pretty evenly matched. But, if I win, can I ask a favor? Sure. But if we're doing this, I'm not gonna hold back. Go ahead and give me everything you've got. Right. Take this. I did it! Yuna. You got me. Good work. Sorry, I got a little carried away. But I really wanted to ask you to do something for me. I want to tell you something, and I don't want you to say anything until I'm finished. Of course, I can do that.
I like you, Instructor. I didn't even realize it at first. But I think I've felt this way for a while now. Ever since that day in Crossbell. The day you saved me.
Yuna... Hey, I said you couldn't talk until I'm done, remember? You're my instructor, and I'm your student, so I definitely don't expect you to answer right away. But can you at least just think about what I've said? Alright. What else can I say when you're asking so earnestly? My position, the world, the curse I bear. There's so much I have to think about if There's so much I have to think about. If I'm to know how to respond to her feelings. So, I'm guessing originally how that ends, if you don't do the romantic sort of thingy, is that she just leaves with her friends. Instructor Rean, I'm not sure how to react given the situation. What I said to you earlier still stands, but what we should be thinking about right now is the next rivalry. I'm glad I'll have you with me in the battle, Yuna. I'll have to mull over what she said and come up with a response. Eventually. Now, let's go down to Fee right quick, because we didn't talk to her again after the last event. Yeah, I'm not exactly all up on that teacher-student thing. Even though I do like you, man. Thank you for coming with me to see the boss. I didn't think anyone else would come. I'm sure the boss is very happy. Let's visit his grave once again, after we've taken care of the Great Twilight. That would make me really happy. And thank you for the hug. So, we've done this Emma bonding event before, but this is supposed to be different now, right? So, let's see. You know, I should just read from here, just in case. I have expected you to take us to the atelier like before. Well, I'm actually prohibited from using it for the time being, after that incident we had before, that is. But this spell isn't dangerous like last time. You can rest easy, I assure you. Well, I should hope so. It is just a magic charm, after all. That smell. It's Aran flower, isn't it? It is. The scent of Aran flowers can enhance the potency of the charm, though it is also known to induce a few other effects as well. Other effects? Oh, enough about that. Let's begin, Rean. Could you lean forward a bit, just like before? Got it. I didn't get duped again into doing this, did I? Don't think too hard about it. It's only a magic charm, remember? Alright, here we go.
By your side, you land and sea.
Oh, good grief, he's naked. Yeah, this is very different from last time. Oh my god. Of course they weren't gonna be showing his dick, but it's funny how they removed it because of astral form. What is this? What you're seeing, Rean, is neither your consciousness nor mine. It's a crossing of both a state of being not unlike that of a dream. I think I understand. It's kind of like an out-of-body experience. But what's with the way we look? These are just our astral forms, Rean. Like I said, don't think too hard about it. These things might get a little embarrassing from here. Bear with me for just a little bit, okay? Huh?
Fall into peaceful slumber.
This sensation. Where have I felt it before? Mom. But not just Lucia. Rean? Well, good morning. Did you have a nice rest? So, that's what happened. I fell asleep. Just like that. Did you carry me all the way here? Wasn't that hard? A bit, perhaps, but never mind that. How are you feeling? Well, my body and mind feel totally refreshed. It's almost as though I've been completely reborn. My compliments to your mom. This charm was incredible. It was originally one of the witch's lullabies, from what I understand. Mother used it as a base for her own unique version. She designed it so that it could be used not only for children, but also for family, and those you hold dear. She wanted to use it on a human from the outside world, my father. That's when... I get it. That said, that astral form caught me pretty off guard too. It was a little embarrassing, to be sure. I guess it really is something best kept for family members. No, that part was likely one of the effects of the Aaron flower. See, by elevating our thoughts toward one another, it ends up bringing out our heart's deepest...
Wait, no! It's not what you think! That wasn't my intention!
Smooth. She was really trying to heighten Reen's love for her. Also, I need to check something.
Okay.
Hang on. Because I know there's Emma's fingers. Like, her fingernails. Does she paint them with the swimsuit? Hang on. Wait, they really did that? I like that too. That's... Wow, I didn't... Oh, okay. They painted her fingernails for the swim set. Swim set? Oh my god. Swimsuit.
I did it. Okay.
I was really wondering. It was like, Emma's fingernails were never like cyan, light blue. Okay. But that was a nice event. I like it. Just let me know whenever you think you might need help keeping things under control. I want to find more ways to help as a witch and as a member of Class 7. I want to help you more than anything, Reen. Thanks, Emma. Really. Let's keep what happened between us, shall we? Yeah, of course. West, specifically to even get Elise's bonding event. I literally thought I messed something up. Now, I'm going to find Elise and do that fucking event. Do that, then we go to Elise's, and then I think I'm done up until the final. Yeah, your help really saved me back there, Elise. Hey, what's that? You mean this? My jacket? Wait, I'm wearing my jacket. Wait, so this must be a new one, yes? No? Maybe so? This is weird shit. Anyway, now that I think back, I did have you hang on to it for me, didn't I? But it was so ratty and tattered then. How did you... Well, I've actually been patching it up by little in my free time. I still had to put the finishing touches on it, so you'll have to wait just a little longer, okay? Is that right? Thanks a lot, Elise. You just keep taking care of me, don't you? That's the sort of unspoken agreement we siblings have, no? Oh, when will we be leaving for Crossbell? I should be able to finish it up if we still have a bit of time left before our departure. If we have some time left, huh? Things are gonna be getting more intense soon. I mean, you mentioned finishing it up, but the jacket's already pretty much done, right? What do you have left? The belt? Buckle? Something like that? Well, the truth is, I might have asked a few individuals to help with a certain finishing touch. Considering your circumstances, you could say it's something that it would be best to have. If I had known things would turn out like this, I would have just taken it to them. Huh. I'm pretty lost here, Elise. Do you mean you need to go to the surface to visit someone or something? That's not even a question. Shall we head for Valmar? Would now be a good time? Everyone else is resting at the moment. That's true, but I need to mentally prepare myself for handing this over. Huh? No, now would actually be a good time. Would you mind taking us down to Valmar? Or in Valmar? Yeah. We're just gonna end up putting on Reen's like perfectly made jacket after I've been having it all torn to shit this whole time. Maybe we can get these chains off his arm. Wow, so your urgent business was an errand. Just when did you have the chance to arrange this, anyway? I've come down here on occasion to take care of things while you've been away. Thank you both for your help earlier. It would appear that you've finished everything, then. Let me take a look. Here it is. Wow, it's beautiful. This is splendid. I can see the passion in every stitch. You flatter me. It isn't much, really. That's really impressive. Looks picture perfect to me. Ah, but just wait until you're torn up like before, no? Oh. When she resolved to sew it, I gave her a special thread to use it. And now we'll be infusing it with magic. Singing in Rose, I need your help. Of course. Leave it to us. Finally. I could get cleaned up and get those chains off. Thanks. Okay. There we go. It definitely feels as comfortable as before. Maybe more so, actually. Oh, you're just saying that. No, he's right. It's really obvious how much love you poured into it. My word, despite all the misfortune that follows you around, Green, you certainly are a lucky man. That coat should be now just as strong as the black outfit we made. No matter how wild the curse runs, this should be able to the effects, they stop, sort of. If you want to show your appreciation, wear it often and with pride. Yes, ma'am. I honestly have no idea how to begin thanking you all. Thank you so much, Miss Dahlia, Singin' and Rosalia. It really means a lot. Well, you're welcome, but you did the lion's share of the work, my dear. A question. Why does Dahlia get a nice Miss before her name? Yet I'm just plain old Rosalia. Oh, I didn't mean... She does have more of a wise old lady vibe than Rose does. That's enough from the peanut gallery. Thank you, Louise. I really appreciate this. I'll treat it extra carefully. I'd hate to damage it after all the effort that went in. I'm glad it means so much to you, but you don't need to be that delicate. I'll always be here to mend it for you. But I will say an all-black assemble would suit your current hair color more right now. You think so? Well, I'm not exactly striving to be a fashion icon. I imagine people think I'm already showy enough. Don't be silly. There's nothing wrong with dressing well. And you have me to keep your wardrobe in shape. Just say the word and I'll get to stitching. Yeah, for sure. Elise's die-hard aesthetic sense is a little concerning. Back to the ship then? It's just about time to start heading towards Crossbow. Something the matter? I promised myself that after giving you this jacket, I'd finally gather up my courage. Though, I had planned to hand it over a little later than this. Courage? What do you mean? It's been such a long time since we first met. For quite a bit of it, I really thought you were my biological brother. But as I grew a little older, I eventually understood that you were adopted into the family. Looking back, I realized just how cold I was to you for a time. Now that you mention it, when you started up at St. Astrias, you began keeping your distance. It really took me by surprise. I know. I just wasn't able to manage my emotions at that age. They were so overpowering. I was worried that I might blurt out something that can't be unsaid, so I kept you at an arm's length. I'm sorry, Reen, for hurting your feelings while I was so focused on protecting mine. There's no need for apologies, Elise. We were a lot younger then. Wait a second. What did you mean by blurting out something that can't be unsaid?
You're my family. My brother. I love you, Rean. But there's more to it than just that.
Uh-oh. You've already been through 2 rivalries, and your life is still in danger from one moment to the next. Arian Road awaits you in Crossbell. You'll eventually have to face Prince Cedric, Rufus, Chancellor Osborne. I worry so much about you, Rean. Sometimes I don't think I can even take it. But we're together right now. When I realized I might lose you any day, I decided that my fears about telling you the truth paled in comparison. Elise.
I love you, Rean. As more than just your sister. I've fallen for you in every way I can. Perhaps it started the very first day we met.
This isn't a joke, is it? Of course it isn't. Do you think I'd say something like that as a joke? No, I was just making sure. Now, I was teasing you there. Come on, Rean, we better get back to the ship. Hold on, Elise. It wasn't easy for you to come out with that, but now that you've confessed your love with me, you're just gonna act like nothing happened? Weren't you expecting some sort of response from me? I didn't bring this up because I was looking for an answer out of you. I just thought it'd be nice to share my feelings with you, even if nothing comes out of it. I didn't want to have any regrets, and you should act in a way that won't leave you with any either. What I want for you is to never give up on yourself, and to follow your heart with who you choose to love, rather than be led by guilt. Oh. Thank you, Elise. I'm still not quite sure how to feel, to be honest. It's going to take some time for me to process what you've shared. But your message has pierced deep. That's all I could ask for. Oh, yep. Sweet home Alabama. People sure do love that incest. When I need to speak my final thoughts on that, where the fuck is she? I'm very glad I could give you the jacket. If it needs mending, just let me know. I want you to enjoy wearing it. Sure. Thank you, Elise. I know I'm repeating myself, but I wasn't expecting a reply from you. I just don't want there to be anything left unsaid. Don't worry. I'll be sure not to forget a single word. Alright, well, here's my 2 cents. This literally ruins Elise's character. Like, come on, man. You don't need to have Elise be in love with her adoptive brother. We don't need that shit. We had that go on in Trails in the Sky, but it was done well. Alright, Estelle and Joshua, they work. I cannot ever see Elise and Rean together as a couple. I'd rather be with a... I don't know. I could even dare say I'd rather go with the Elisa route. The actual complete final character events, so... And I feel like there probably won't be anything else until leading up to those points. Anyway. There's only so much I can do from here. If only I could just head over there myself. Elisa, what are you up to? Oh, Rean, you remember what my mother mentioned on the Gargantuan, right? About the 5th? Sure.
Ah, I see. The one produced by the 5th Development Division.
So this is your capstone project.
The RF Group's 5th Development Division. There were several rumors regarding them during the Civil War, but it all kind of blew over before I could get to the heart of it. I'd assume it was the Noble or Reformers factions doing a department created and run in absolute secrecy. But in truth, it was the Black Workshop who'd been keeping it under wraps. Yeah, it even slipped under the noses of Sharon and my mother. Seems they had a hand in those practice combat shells, not to mention the Goliath Altina lost control in. I guess you know who came aboard as a specialist to help. No. I guess you know who came aboard as a specialist to help bring about the Zauber Soldats. So the questions at hand, then, are when these took place, and who the staff behind them were. Right. If we were at the Reinford HQ in Ruhr, we could investigate at a much deeper level. But it looks like Mother and Grandfather still haven't been able to make their way back. I see. Elisa seems a lot more positive now she's gotten past that incident on the Gargantua. I'd like to find out a few things about this so-called division myself. Maybe I could help her out. Hey, Elisa. It may be too risky for the Courageous 2 to plot a course for Ruhr at the moment. But what if we use Valamar instead? Huh? Are they gonna do like a callback to their final event in the second game? No. Well, at least we get to see HD Ruhr. What a relief! I'm so glad to see you're alright, Miss Elisa.
And you too, Sharon. I heard you had quit, but here you are.
Aw, I'm sorry for worrying you guys. And I apologize for all the complications I've surely caused.
We'll hear none of that. You two are the reason business here in the 4th Division is as stable as ever.
We've also been in contact with Chairman Arena. We're here to investigate something regarding the 5th Division, correct? Yes, and if my intuition is correct, we should be able to flush out everyone involved with the plan we discussed earlier. We've taken control of the internal network in this endeavor from here on.
Of course, we'll take care of anything you need.
Right, we'll show you the full capacities of the 4th Division.
By the way, you wouldn't be Miss Elisa's you-know-what, would you?
Adios, what's wrong with you? Don't you know how to read a room? Oh well, looks like we're all set to go. We'll leave you guys to it then.
The 4th Division really comes through in a pinch, huh?
They truly are most excellent, each and every one. The only thing that they dedicate themselves to more than their work is learning all the details of their beautiful general manager's love life.
Well, let's just leave that topic for another day. We have an investigation to get to, don't we?
The crux of it being that the 5th Development Division, as it stood in official capacity, was just a front. It did not operate as a standard division, but rather as one in the shadows, maneuvering and directing members from each of the other divisions in secret. This seemed all too possible, given that numerous members across the departments had been confirmed to be engaging in mysterious and inexplicable acts. Further, they discovered several employees were currently on leave of some sort, some of whose whereabouts were completely unknown. With this intel in hand, Elisa made an official report as a general manager to Chairman Irina. The group had then developed plans to amend the issues so as to prevent any underhanded activity from harming operations. Phew, that was sure a lot to go through. Definitely, but it sounds like things went just about as well as you could hope for, right? I wasn't surprised to hear that most of the employees wrapped up in this mess were struggling with debt or other hardships. That's never a nice thing to see, but investing such thorough attention and discussion into a situation really brought things back around. Yeah, though it'll probably take a while to clear things up for everyone since there were so many staff involved. Still, even if things aren't 100% up to par yet, I can tell we're moving in the right direction. I'm sure. You know, Elisa, I think this is the happiest I've seen you all day. Oh. Yeah, to be honest, I was having all kinds of weird thoughts for a while. I just got so worked up over one thing to the next. But after what happened with the spectral moon mirror and the Gargantua, I've managed to solidify my determination. No more doubts. Well, I guess Sharon coming back and reconciling with Mom played a big part in it too. But that sounds pretty self-centered, doesn't it? I don't think it sounds that way at all, Louisa. War may be drawing near, but if the RF Group reestablished itself as the upstanding company it once was, it would inspire all sorts of people. Depending on how things develop, it's possible. This war might not last long without an increase in arms production. That's true. Of course, we'll still have to contend with all of the complications the National Mobilization Law throws our way. But all the technicians and engineers out there do have their own ideas and dignity to uphold. If this incident causes a stir, it's sure to be a source of hope to them and whoever else may need it. Thank you, Rean, for bringing me this far. Don't mention it. All I did was open up the spirit path. No need to be so modest. You're the real reason, Rean. It's the courage you give me time and time again that's made all this possible. Facing Sharon and Mother, being ready to confront the man who used to be my father. All of it. So thank you. I couldn't be happier to be here at your side. Louisa. Do you remember the talk we had during the maintenance checkup a while back? Oh, that. I never asked anything unreasonable of you. I know how complicated things are. Trust me. But it wasn't impossible to take the first steps to rebuilding a massive company like RF. You've even begun to patch things up with Sharon as well, as between you and Irina and the others. So, I can have my hopes at least, right? Because I can see the light our relationship has, warm and welcoming, and waiting for us to take a chance.
Rean. Yeah, I feel exactly the same way. As long as we believe, we'll never lose sight of that light.
I'd take it over the stuff with Elise. I guess I'd have to find a way to handle this. I reported to Mother. We can expel the Black Workshop's dark shadow from RF soon. Now there's nothing holding us back. We can keep moving forward. I know I keep saying this, but thank you. I'm happy I was able to help. I don't know how my relationship with Elisa will change from now on. But if there's any hope... Is something wrong, Rean? Nope, nothing's wrong. I look forward to working with you. Same. Nope, nothing's wrong at all. Not gonna die. Okay, like I had said before, this shit's way out of order and way out of whack with the way the playlist is going and everything. But I just did something that had to be done. You'll see it in this episode. So yeah, we're just gonna get into this. This is the final bonding event that has to be done. And, yeah, let's go. What's with the flowers and suitcase, Your Highness? Oh, I'm just preparing myself is all. I was wondering if we could make a stop by Alistair, once the opportunity allows. I see. Prince Oliver's childhood hometown. A state funeral for the victims has already been performed in Heimdall. Their remains, however, were completely incinerated, though the grave itself is quite extravagant. It's actually empty. No matter how I thought about it, I just couldn't picture my brother's soul laying to rest there. I'd like to just go back to his old home, just once, to lay some flowers there. Your Highness. Oh, it's just a personal whim of mine, really. We can talk more about it when the time is right. I should instead be thinking of what kind of contributions I can make for the ship, shouldn't I? Remember, I'm a member of the crew before I'm a princess. Don't hesitate to assign me my fair share of the work. Prince Oliver's childhood home. Maybe I should pay my respects too. If you're up for it, Your Highness, I could have Valmar take us there. I'd like to go pay my respects to Prince Oliver as well. Rean, I would really appreciate that. Thank you.
Phew, we made it. Sorry for making you carry so much, Reen.
Oh no, I'm glad I could help. And it's really not so much to carry, I assure you. But I think I can tell what this is just by the weight of it. Between that and what she was talking with Sandy earlier.
This is where the Wenheim household was. This is where Oliver was born and raised. I've been wanting to make a visit, but it burned down before I could.
You know, those of us in Class 7 actually did stop by, back during the Civil War. Yuna and the others told me about it. That lightning struck it a few months ago.
Could that have been some kind of omen? Anyway, I'd like to offer some flowers and pay respects. You see, this monument is... it's...
Something the matter? Oh, someone's laid out a rose already. They must have had the same idea and got here before us.
I think I know who. That black ribbon is by the Ornor house in times of mourning. It must have been Cedric.
Oh.
What exactly is going through his mind? There's this, but what happened with the Crimson Wings in the first place? He thinks that he has a right to mourn Olivert. But I suppose the same could be said about me.
Your Highness.
I asked Emma and Celine about the rivalries, Reen. If you do wind up facing off against Cedric, if you feel any pity or sympathy for him, you must bury it, even if it's a matter of life or death.
Your Highness.
Reen, you've always been so gentle by nature. To be honest, if you do end up fighting Cedric, I worry that your kindness could cause you to hesitate, to prevent him from doing any more damage than he already has.
Princess Alphen, I'm afraid I can't allow myself to do that. When it comes to Prince Cedric, I have Kurt to consider as well. But I have to think about you too. I'm not under the illusion that everything going forward will be anything but complicated. This is Prince Cedric that we're talking about. Your twin brother and the person closest to you in a lot of ways, Your Highness. What happens with the rivalries is not set in stone. I think that the best thing is for you to think about what you yourself would like to do. Once I know how I can help, I'll do anything and everything in my power to do so.
Reen, I still have a lot to figure out. With things as they are, I think that Elise would just laugh. But it's true. With Father out of commission, and with Mother being held captive, I must face Cedric in place of Olivert. Even simply as his only sister, I will think over matters carefully. I won't run away from this.
That sounds like a good idea to me, Your Highness. Prince Cedric also offered flowers here. I think that act conveys a certain sentiment.
Thanks, Reen. Oh, right. I actually had something I wanted to do here. You know that case I've been making you lug around?
I was almost sure that it was a lute, is it?
Yes, it is a most beloved souvenir from Oliver's travels to Burl. I've actually been taking the odd lesson here and there lately. I just might be able to hash my way through a song or two. According to Sandy, the mayor's out at the moment, so we're not pressed for time.
Oh, that's good. The whole situation with the mayor sure is strange. Valmar's on standby, so I can't see a reason we need to hurry. I would be honored if you would play for me, Your Highness.
I'm a little nervous. Okay, deep breath, and... Sorry, Reen. I was able to play it better earlier, I really was. Maybe the size is throwing me off?
It really can make a big difference. I think this particular lute is a little big for most women. That was Amber Amur, right? Would you mind if I play a little too?
Oh, that's right. Elise mentioned you know how to play the lute. That explains why you were such a perfect lead guitar for your performance at the Academy Festival 2 years ago.
I suppose so. My dad gave me some lessons growing up. I'm no Rossetto, but it's a pretty famous song, so maybe we can make our way through it. Brightly shooting stars, leaving trails in the skies. Like a guiding light, they show me the way to your eyes. This yearning passion tears my heart in twain, and the cruel moon mocks my pain. If this fleeting dream shall never be, if this fleeting dream shall never be, a single wound will remain in my heart for all to see. A passionate first and final kiss, our passionate first and final kiss. Your tears to me are an amber bliss. Let us immure this eternal love. Let us immure this eternal love.
That was lovely, Rean. Really lovely. You might even be better than Olivert.
Thanks, but given how often he played this lute, I'd be surprised if that were the case. Hearing this song again really takes me back, though. I used to listen to it a lot when I was little.
It seems that Olivert's mother... It seems that Ariel really loved it. This song is how she expressed her feelings when she refused Father's marriage proposal, back when he was the Crown Prince. I really feel like I can imagine her performance from Olivert's eyes.
I see. His Majesty the Emperor told me she refused his proposal, but I didn't know how this song played a role in it.
It looks like Olivert was filled with the same sentiment. I get the feeling that the basic ideas and emotions we have as people don't really change much from generation to generation. Mine as well.
Huh?
I think that we'll be finding out Elise's whereabouts sooner rather than later. You're going to find her, Rean. Find her and bring her back. I think that fate has set this course.
When someone is kind enough to assert that, it does make you focus in and face what lies ahead of you. That's exactly what I intend to do as well.
This isn't the time to be reserved. Right here in this situation. I'm sure that Olivert would be in total agreement if you were here, so my thoughts regarding Cedric here are less clear.
Rean, I'm in love with you. I have been ever since the day you rescued me. 2 years ago, on the Pantagruel. You may see me as nothing more than your sister's dearest friend, the Imperial Princess under whom you serve. But all I truly am deep down is a girl whose heart longs for you.
I
think that your lovely performance charmed this out of me, Rean. And you don't need to give me an answer or anything, okay? I just wanted to share how I feel about you. I think that a lot of things might change for you when Elise is back. And once the real battle begins, I don't think that there'll be any chances like this.
Your Highness.
Should we be heading back to the ship then? We still need to determine where Elise is. I actually think I might be able to help Toa out.
Okay, so with that, I have finished with Trails of Cold Steel 4. We be done.
Thank you for accompanying me to Alistair, Rean. And about what I said at the end, I'm not expecting an answer, so please, don't trouble yourself over it.
Princess Alphen.
I really ought to pull my weight around here, like the rest of you do. I shouldn't be standing by as a guest in our sort of circumstances. I can't just sit back and let others do all the work my whole life. Yeah. So, with that, I am done with Trails of Cold Steel 4, aka, I have finished Trails of Cold Steel in its entirety, except some things I have missed in the past games. But, yeah, I'm pretty much done there. I've done all the bonding events, everything, and now I need to move on to You know what's funny? You know what's really funny? Is I finished up Trails of Cold Steel, alright? I finished a entire line of the Trails of games. And now, the next game that should be on my channel with Dying Light 2 is I'm going to be starting Tales of games on my channel, starting with Tales of Arise. And I still need to go into Trails to Zero and Azure, which are coming. Trails to Zero is coming out this year, and maybe it already did come out. I don't know. But Trails to Azure will come out next year, along with Trails to Reverie, or Riverie, whatever the fuck. The one after this one, which is gonna be where I actually get sad saying goodbye to Reen and everybody, because that is an actual goodbye to Erebonia and everything. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.